Alright world, in today's video we're going to tell you how to know if your song is a hit using the people in front of you. Without any guesswork, without any visualization or having to imagine anything, how to know if that song is a hit using the people around you regardless of their musical knowledge, right? We're going to give you 3 pure practical steps followed by a couple sneaky bonuses that you can use so when you put it on streaming platforms, you can make sure that people are going to want to play it over and over and over again. Sound good? So without further ado, I'm your host Drew Marcy, and this is How to Rap.
I'm from all in the world, I just ain't feeling the love. How can I feel like the one, when the one that I want to be wrong? Say you in love with my songs, but I still ain't feeling the love.
Practical step number 1, play the song for somebody who's never heard the track before all the way through and see if they can repeat the chorus having heard it only once. You have to understand that the chorus, obviously being the main portion of the song, has to be something that's going to appeal to somebody from age 5 to 95. It's going to appeal to people from London to Tokyo to Berlin to LA. Biggest songs, those top 10 Billboard hits, those God's Plans by Drake, Humble by Kendrick, even outside of rap, Shape of You by Ed Sheeran. All of these songs have very identifiable choruses that anybody, regardless of age or background, can repeat. And one of the best ways to check that is, can somebody repeat this chorus? The main concept, the main thing that you're repeating, and you should always be repeating a couple things to make sure that it's catchy. Can that person repeat it having heard it only once? It doesn't have to be an X Factor level rendition. It doesn't have to be note for note, but the general gist of the melody and the main concept that you're repeating. If that person can repeat it having heard it only once, you probably got a hit on your hands. Practical step number 2. If that person who's never heard the song before is already singing along to the chorus after the second go around in that first listen, you probably got a hit on your hands. Similarly to the fact that people will repeat a chorus that they've only heard once when it's really catchy and they can already feel the vibe, people that are really into a song are going to show outward motions. They're going to start to hum along. They're starting to sing along. It's almost like they're getting possessed by the hit-making potential of your track. So be sure to check, is this person singing along, bodily reacting? Check their body language by the second time that hook goes around. And that's a very good indication that you've got a hit that's going to appeal across the world, across demographics, to people that you want to reach. Practical step number 3. We already talked about body language and how people, when they're really into a track, when it's really a hit that's going to make people react, they're going to show outward reactions. Their body language is going to change. Their facial expression is going to change. There are 2 specific parts of the song that are most likely to do that if it's a hit. First part, the first 15 seconds of the song. The first 15 seconds of the song are extremely important. They tell you just by the person's reaction who's listening to your song how they feel about the beat, how they feel about the music, how they feel about the mixing. If they're getting into it, does the vibe feel right? The same way, fellas, a woman already knows if she's gonna sleep with you within the first 15 seconds of being on the first date. Hate to break it to you, it's the same way. A fan already knows if they're gonna mess with the song within the first 15 seconds. So the first part you really want to look for, those body reactions, the nodding, the humming, etc., is in the first 15 seconds. Second part, quite naturally, is the hook. When the hook comes around, I want you to pay particular attention to the person's eyes. Are they singing along like the first couple tips? Are they reacting? Are they nodding? All of those things that you naturally do when a song really catches you, when it gets into your spirit, all right? So the third practical step is pay attention every time you play it for people in the first 15 seconds and when the chorus comes in. Now, before we go into the 2 sneaky tips to make sure that people are going to want to play your hit over and over again on streaming platforms, I always want to let you know we do offer online personal one-on-one rap coaching. It's the first link in the video description box below. Furthermore, we always ask a question at the end of the videos. Just to preview, today's question is going to be, what of your songs do you think is the biggest hit? What has the biggest hit potential? Answer in the comments below with the song and why you think it's a hit, and give us a link. But without further ado, 2 sneaky tips to make sure that people are going to play your song over and over again. Sneaky tip number 1, play the song for somebody who's never heard it, just like the other tips. Play the song for somebody who's never heard it before. Get through at least the verse and the first chorus, or the most identifiable sections, the hit sections, and then stop the song without any context. So just let them rock out, let them get into the vibe, and then just stop the song. Now, a lot of beginning artists stop the song because they're embarrassed. No, the reason to do this is to see if the person wants you to continue on. They want to know if there's more. Is there a third bridge section? Is there a P to the chorus that they want to already sing along to? This is a really sneaky trick, but I guarantee if it's a smash, if it's a bomb hitter, people are going to be like, whoa, 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 yo, let that rock. Let that rock. What you doing, right? All the best songs that I've ever done that I thought people really enjoyed and sort of took me around the world, the songs that paid the bills, so to speak. If I stopped it for somebody who never heard it, they always like, whoa, 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 yo, run that back. Like, what you doing, all right? That's sneaky trick number one. Now, sneaky trick number two, I have to give a shout out and full credit to a guy named Music with Edgar. I'll link him in the video description box below. He has a video titled very similarly, like 5 signs to know if you have a hit. But he said something on the side of this video that was pretty interesting and I'd never heard it before. What he said is when he thinks the song is a smash, when he has a track that he thinks is really gonna go viral and people want to play it all over again, he cuts off the song at the last chorus, so psychologically, people are gonna want to play that catchy part one more time.
I cut off the last chorus so that psychologically people will want to listen to that catchy part again because they didn't get enough of it at the very end of the song.
Right? It's a little bit like audio blue balls, right? It's like, oh, all right, here the last chorus I want to sing along to because we already talked about that, and oh, song is over. Guess I'm gonna have to repeat it again and hit them streams. So full credit is due to Music with Edgar. I'm gonna link it, go check out that video. The song example he uses is actually pretty high. But yeah, when you have your song that's fully written, pretty much fully recorded, really sneaky trick is just cut off that last chorus and then they're more likely going to want to play that song over and over again. All right, so that is today's video, how to know if your song is a hit using practical steps with the people in front of you. As I mentioned, we always have a question at the end of the videos. I want to know, what song of yours do you think is a hit? Explain why you think it's a hit, especially using the tips that we've already discussed, and throw us a link, all right? You never know who's listening, you never know who's watching, and of course we do offer video coaching. First link in the video description box below. But it's the big homie Drew. I appreciate you watching today's video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
I put my all in the world, I just ain't feeling the love. How can I feel like the one when the one that I want to be wrong? Say you in love with my songs, but I still ain't feeling the love. How can I feel like the one when the one that I want to be wrong?